major AI companies making the same promise right now. These models write better code, they catch bugs, they reduce human error, ship faster and ship smarter. This month, one of those models co-authored a smart contract with a pricing error. The code valued an asset at $1.12. Its real price? Over $2,200. Someone found the bug and $1.78 million disappeared. The commit history told the entire story in just one line. Co-authored by Claude Opus 4.6. That same month, the largest copyright settlement in American history was approved by a federal judge, $1.5 billion. The music industry filed $3.1 billion lawsuit, and a video generator got so realistic that Disney's legal team responded within 72 hours. All of this happened in February, and the question nobody has a good answer to is, when AI breaks things faster than anyone can fix them, who's responsible? On the All In podcast, Jason Calacanis said that his AI agents were costing $300 a day per agent. That's $100,000 a year. And Chumath followed with the real question: when do tokens outpace the salary of an employee? Companies are spending more on AI usage than on some of the people it's replacing. This is not a projection. This is what's happening in the first quarter of 2026. And the speed goes beyond cost. A professor at the University of Zurich, David Yanagizawa-Drott, used Claude Code to generate a full economics research paper. Data analysis, modeling, LaTeX formatting. The reaction was split down the middle. One researcher said it took 6 hours, work that would have taken him over a year. An economist at the University of Chicago said that he'd desk reject it in 5 minutes. The professor himself wasn't sure. Either this is real research that needs verification, or it's not research at all, and he just polluted the information environment. The speed is not in question. What that speed produces, that's the open problem. And right now, most people are moving too fast to ask. Moonwell is a decentralized lending platform. On February 17th, someone discovered that a pricing oracle, that's the piece of code that tells the system what an asset is worth, had a critical error. It was pricing Coinbase wrapped Ethereum at $1.12. The real market price, around $2,200, a 2,000x undervaluation. Think of it as a vending machine programmed to believe a $100 bill is just worth 1 penny. Someone found that bug and emptied that machine, except this machine held $1.78 million. And in crypto, there's no reversal. The money is completely gone. The GitHub pull request that introduced this code was tagged co-authored by Claude Opus 4.6. The AI wrote the bug. The part is documented, but the AI didn't open the pull request. A human did. The AI didn't approve the merge. Again, a human did. And the AI didn't skip the security audit. That was also a human. Developers are calling this vibe coding. Building with AI, shipping fast, trusting the output without verifying every line. It's the difference between a co-pilot and autopilot. One helps you fly, the other crashes when you stop paying attention. The pattern is growing, the tools are fast, but fast and correct are not the same thing. The productivity gains are real, so are the risks of trusting them blindly. Over 70 copyright infringement lawsuits have been filed against AI companies in the United States. Authors, musicians, artists, and programmers suing Anthropic, OpenAI, Meta, Google, and others. The amounts are staggering. The outcomes are still uncertain. The largest settlement so far, Bart's versus Anthropic, $1.5 billion. The the largest copyright settlement in US history. Anthropic downloaded roughly 500,000 books from pirate websites to train its models. Here's a distinction that matters. The judge ruled that training AI on copyrighted material is, in his words, quintessentially transformative, fair use, legal. But downloading those books from pirate sites is not transformative, it's infringement. Checking out a library book and learning from it is fair use. Photocopying the entire library from a pirate site and feeding it into your product, that's where the line is. The learning is legal. How you got the material is the crime. And Anthropic is not done in court. In January, Universal Music and other major labels filed a $3.1 billion lawsuit claiming Claude was trained on copyrighted song lyrics. That case is pending. The same month, ByteDance released Seedance 2.0, a video model that turns text into hyper-realistic footage. Within 72 hours, the internet was flooded with deepfakes of real people. Disney sent a cease and desist, Paramount threatened legal action, SAG-AFTRA publicly condemned it. Every creative industry is now in some stage of this fight, and the core legal question still has no definitive answer. Is training AI on someone else's work an act of learning or an act of theft? The court says it depends, and right now, it depends is worth $4.6 billion in active litigation. Here's where the story folds in on itself. Anthropic is facing a $3.1 billion lawsuit for how it trained Claude. The same month, Anthropic updated its terms of service to block third-party tools from accessing Claude. One of the tools affected, OpenClaw, a project built on Claude's own ecosystem, shut out by the company behind the model. Anthropic is also hiring. The company at the center of the AI replaces everything conversation posted an opening for a Salesforce administrator, not an AI engineer, a Salesforce admin. On the security side, an open source tool called PentAGI lets AI agents run penetration tests on their own. One agent does the reconnaissance, another scans, another exploits, another writes the report, all within one Docker command. Meanwhile, Cline, a developer tool, was compromised through a supply chain attack. For 8 hours, anyone who installed Cline also unknowingly installed OpenClaw, an AI development tool hacked through its own distribution chain. The companies building AI can't protect themselves from the problems AI creates. The tools meant to secure systems are shipping alongside the tools getting compromised. The contradiction is not a side note, it is the story. A tweet went viral this week, 8.2 million views. What is it? It was a coffee shop using AI-powered cameras to track how many cups each barista was making per shift, how long a customer sat, and how productive the staff is, all in real time. You could see the names on the screen and scores overlaid on the footage. This is the part of AI that nobody really is talking about in keynotes or product launches. The same technology that writes research papers and generates code is tracking how fast someone is making a cup of coffee. The same models that make deepfakes realistic enough for Hollywood to sue over, available to anyone with a browser. None of this means the technology is the problem. The research paper might be the start of something real in how academic work gets done. The productivity gains from AI-assisted development are measurable. The cost savings are documented. That part is not in dispute. What's in dispute is the pace. The lawsuits cannot keep up with the releases. The audits cannot keep up with the deployments. The safeguards arrive after the damage, and the distance between what these models can do and what anyone is prepared to handle is growing every month. the first quarter of 2026, and we have 1.78 million lost to a bug in code that an AI agent helped write, 1.5 billion settled over pirated books, 3.1 billion filed over song lyrics, deepfakes that triggered Disney's lawyers in 72 hours, and surveillance systems that are tracking baristas by name. The question is not whether AI is changing everything, that's already been decided. The question is whether the damage is going to outrun the value. And right now, nobody has a good answer. This story is moving fast. Every week there's a new lawsuit, there's a new exploit, a new line being crossed. I'm going to keep covering stuff, and if you want to stay ahead of it, subscribe. Thank you all for the views and the likes and some of the comments. I've quite enjoyed interacting with some of you. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.